Hi guys, welcome to your August 2021. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You Timeless reading week 1 weekend. Reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. By now you guys have already seen, or maybe you haven't, the bonus video, but these are meant to be watched in addition to, okay? This is the main video, and both videos will point back to one another. Do not overthink it. Just watch them together and watch them the way that you want. There's an explanation at the top of the bonus video. Thank you. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams, hello to my members, my patrons, and the people who have bought me a coffee. Thank you so much. You can check those little videos out. There are little shout outs for everyone. I don't want to spend too much time at the top of each of the main videos talking about it, but if you're interested in buying me a coffee, you can do that. If you don't want to be a member, if you don't want to, this is just another way for you to show your support, because people have asked me to put that type of stuff out there because, that's fine. If you can't find a donate button, you can't find this, you can't find that, just buy me a cup of coffee. That's my jam. If that's what you want to do, let's get started. Aquarius. One of the things that I picked up in the energy between you and your person is there is a lot of illusions. There was a lot of illusions surrounded around what this was. What are we calling it? What are we doing? Foundational type issues, cracks in the foundation, chinks in the armor. And I looked away because I was like, did I say hi to everybody? I'm just getting into it anyway. And so there is a lot of that. And this person know that they've done some things to you that they don't necessarily, that they're not proud of. There was definitely a moment, that brought the ship down, brought the, house down with this tower, which I'm going to get into. And as a result of that, of course, now this person is back. Happy full moon. New moon in Leo. If you're interested in how that's going to affect you, of course, that will be on the Marvelous Enlightenment channel, my second channel. But again, it goes and comes down to what they were doing. Again, your bonus video is definitely titled appropriately. They kept giving you mixed signals. They were hot and cold. They miss talking to you. They want to come in and come out when they feel like it. I wanted to play the field. These two cards, though, really spoke to me because they said the exact same thing in two different decks. I know we need to talk about everything, and heart-to-heart communication is on the way. I feel like for some of you guys, this has already taken place, or they're starting to come back around you, or do little things that they did when you guys were together and you are completely confused. Like, what are you doing? Like, Aqua, you take things very literally, and I don't necessarily blame you. It's like, it's one thing that you showed me that I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't this, or I wasn't that. So now you're back and I'm trying to figure out what you think you're doing. Like, it's one of those things. Depending on where your Aquarius is, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Obviously, if it is not Aquarius Sun, then you may experience those same feelings, but slightly tweaked because you have other things in your chart that influences your Aqua energy, okay? First card in what they're not telling you is the Hangman, okay? The second card is the Wheel of Fortune. Also, check your keywords out. These cards do have words, and I like decks like that, in case you didn't know that. In the heart place, we do have power with the Queen of Swords. We also have the Moon. This is illusions. And we also have the Tower, foundations. Okay, I'll get into the top. Let's break this down. All right, so now that I've shown them to you, now we're going to go back through one by one and explain what they are. So far we have Limbo, fate, power, illusion, and foundation. First and foremost, we already know when it comes down to a hangman, I'm not going to necessarily say limbo, but I like the fact that they chose this word. Listen, at the end of the day, it's coming down to the following. You are an upside down enlightenment. You need to figure out whether this is real. You need to sort through the illusions. Your person is saying that they know that. They're an upside down too. They are definitely an upside down enlightenment. They have been in hangman the entire darn time. But I want to let you know that it's not just about hanging upside down. being suspended in air or knowing better, because we have, well, this card does not depict the enlightenment from the crown, but each deck is different. I will say though, a lot of the time it really only talks about one aspect of what it means, which is, of course, pausing to reflect, taking the time to just be, giving up on the urgency, just kind of living in the moment. You're not making a decision. You're just kind of, and I don't necessarily like limbo, but some of you guys may be feeling like you're in limbo, or you feel like they left you in limbo. This is also about letting go. This is also about having an emotional release. This is about surrendering to the experience, being vulnerable and open, accepting what God's will is, okay? And once you do that, a lot of the times, and that's when the fortune changes, fate steps in with the wheel of fortune. We already know when we're talking about a wheel, we're talking about something that turns, right? But what's the wheel of fortune about? We're talking about destinies. We're talking about the turning point. We're talking about fate. It reminds me of her song, Fate. I mean, I've done what I was supposed to do. Sweet, sweet faith. I've had about enough that I can take. Am I living does she say, am I living in the path that I made, or is it yours? I wonder, like, tell me what I'm supposed to do with this person. What exactly am I supposed to do? I'm channeling that for you guys because of the card, and I'm feeling like, you're just in upside down, but not necessarily in limbo, but you could be feeling like they made you feel that way. They had a personal vision, Aqua, and they decided to come back because of the things that they did in the past. This turn, and their personal vision also turned with it. Okay. Right now you are definitely walking into your power with the Queen of Swords right now in the heart place. You're putting those boundaries up. Interestingly enough, the Tower, where's boundaries? There's a boundary card that's over there, which is really interesting when we're talking about boundaries, because I feel that in this particular card, you can't have the truth and set forth the truth the way this queen does, and walks inside of her power and definitely demands the truth. You can't do all that, Aqua, if you're not walking in or stepping into your Queen of Swords. This is exactly what you are. This queen don't want no problems. She lives by her commitments, and she is truthful. Lies, tricks, cheats, and deceits will not pass with her, okay? She knows when the cow manure is being thrown around her, and she simply just dodges it and finds her way around it. I'm not dealing with this. I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I signed up for. You could throw the horse, you know what? It's like you using that sword and taking your power back. And congratulations on anyone that is doing that, because sometimes that's what you need to do. This person kind of left you. I feel like limbo is definitely a word that is that happened, a word that is describing some things between you guys. I feel like you were kind of left out to be like, what just happened? And I feel like they ghosted you. Honestly, I really do feel like this was ghosting. Because there's a large part of this about, I'm going to talk to you. I need to tell you what happened. When they went out to find themselves and thought that they wanted to play the field, when they went out there and found nothing, they didn't find anything as good as you. And that's what they screwed up in. Okay, we're talking about illusions now. We're talking about that moon. We're talking about the fluctuation of emotions. We're talking about Neptunian energy. This is the moon, but this is also Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It is the ruler of Cancer. It is the major arcana for Pisces. It is the moon. Okay. And you can have crosses with all three, Aqua, or have any one of them in your chart. You determine the cross. I don't know how you're crossing with it. I do know that there was a sense of needing to sort through the fear and the illusion and the imagination. And we have to come out of this. We have to come out of this unrealistic fantasy type of world. Interestingly enough, Aqua, there is a lot, especially if you have, no matter where this is placed, especially in your inner planets, there is a good energy around you that is about illusion. It's not necessarily, I know you may not like that word. It probably is more so your fantasies and your imagination. And sometimes it's hard when you are an individual that can escape into that to help cope, because we all have our coping mechanisms. Get to know what yours is, because a lot of the time we'll get stuck there and we lose sight of reality. And that's not necessarily a good thing, especially if you're dealing with a person who's coming with you with these illusions. It will confuse you because you already have a way of being married to your ideas and the way that you look at things, especially, you're fixed air. So you have a way that you want it to go. You see it the way you see it. Nothing wrong with that. But if you got somebody that's coming to you with a bunch of illusions and you have purchased or bought into that illusion and they fall short, think about it. That can cause extreme fallout, detriment, have you upset, all of these things, because you can't get through the muck. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't sort through and sift through what's real and what's fake. And that could have been why it came crashing down. The foundation wasn't built correctly to begin with, so it came crashing down as a result, okay? We're going to go ahead and get right into these. At the top of the deck, we do have the Chariot. We're talking about movement. We're talking about understanding, and just to let you know, we have a lot of major arcana, so I know that you guys are going to come back together. This person wants to exert their will. They want to achieve victory with you, and they're going to start to try to softly control, and that's that persuasion. And that is what we want to get away from, because they're persuading you or want to persuade you to take them back because they have a lot of regrets. We're going to start there. Okay, they want this to move. Movement is that word. Six of Swords, they want to come out. This is boundaries. This is that boundary card. You put the boundaries up, Aqua. You put the boundaries up, but this person hey, they had the blues. They want to come out. Listen, they want to come out. They want to recover. They want to get over this. They want to pick the pieces up, start to cope with this. They do not want to be bothered with this anymore. I want to get along with you. I want us to make up, all of that, okay? There's something in your kiss, a first kiss here. They're thinking about that. That could have helped them cope. Thinking about you guys' intimacy, thinking about the things that helped them, thinking about all of the ways in which you guys fell in love with one another. They have a lot of regrets. They want to go back to when it was a simpler time. Hangman is being clarified by on the fence. No decision has been made. You won't make a decision. Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by true love. They're saying that it's mutual. They hope that it's mutual, but they knew that you loved them. They're saying, this is we love each other. You know it. This is what they're saying, Aqua. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by new life. And I want to talk about third eye chakra and crown chakra with the violet and the magenta. This also came out for Cancer. So again, if you are if you're crossing, because there is water here, if you're crossing or any type of cross with water signs, then please go watch that Cancer video. It's beautiful, and it came out there too. The moon, those illusions, let's overcome those odds. Let's overcome the odds. That's what they want to do. They want to overcome these odds and come out of that doghouse. The Tower is love is coming. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. That's what they want to do. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm being drawn to overcoming the odds. We're just going to go ahead and grab a couple of patterns or whatever the spiritual advice is that Spirit wants us to know. And we do have cards falling everywhere. A couple of them. Separation, obviously. Surrender into your heart where there is no separation. Okay. Deception, withholding information. Well, we know that. We know that. They did say that, heart-to-heart communication is coming. All right. We also have addictions. This is what they've been hiding. Ooh, Aqua. Physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior affected this connection. And this is the reason why they are in regrets. They want to move past this. Okay. Wow. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. They are coming back. They went away. They came back and realized that you were the true love. They ghosted you and they made a mistake. Okay. They really want to bring the communication back. Again, this did come out. You are my Two of Cups. You are my soulmate. And this is where they stand. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Certainly hope it resonated, Aqua. Can't wait to see you again. More importantly, read these comments because I know you guys are about to blow it up. See you soon, Aqua.